That facility was the first of its kind in the city of Houston and served as an emergency intake site designed to house young children who arrived at the border. KPRC2's Bill Barajas live now in North Houston with what the federal government is saying about this sudden change. Bill?
Well, officials tell us that this was a temporary shelter and its time has sort of come and gone. In fact, the mayor's office tells us that the White House actually notified Mayor Sylvester Turner of the closure earlier today, saying that the facility was no longer needed because the children were being moved to other facilities or because they were being reunited with their family members. Now, I want to give you sort of a look at what we're seeing here right now. In front of the facility, you can see saw lots of movement here earlier. You could see some of the teenage girls being put on buses. We're told a total of 450 girls between the ages of 13 and 17 were being housed here at the Emergency Intake Center. The center being run by the National Association of Christian Churches, a local group. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says the children are being transferred to other state licensed centers, the Carrizo Springs Influx Care Facility, and other emergency intake sites where beds have become available. We're also told 130 of the 450 girls at this site have been reunited with their sponsors. The process to reunite the rest is ongoing. Now, Fiel, an immigrant-led civil rights organization, is calling for transparency here. We also spoke to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee about what she has heard.
This was a temporary shelter. They were called in the midst of an emergency. The children were flowing across the border.
What led to the closing of the center? Number two, why was the center chosen to begin with? And number three, where are these girls going after this? What's going to be the process, and what really is being done to make sure that the remaining kids can be placed with their family members?
Now, at the last few moments, our cameras were allowed into the facility. We're being told most of the girls at this point have already left the facility. They were waiting at last check. They were waiting on one remaining bus. Live in North Houston, Bill Barajas, KPRC 2 News.
Bill, thank you. We are